The Cavaliers trail by 17. Allen a screen. The drive by Garland. Oh, yeah! That's good!
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
And it's Cleveland's ball. Mitchell! And the three misses. Now Thompson. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Lively.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
He gets two from the low post.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Hits the three-pointer. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Dallas leading by 20. And that's a foul.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by Giannis. Mitchell outside. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Kevin, back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
And DB, with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
Now, here's Mitchell. Green with the rebound. Bucks passing it around. Pass to Rollins. Back to Kuzma. Outside, Green. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 4.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Fires for 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And it's tied up with that one. And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, longtime record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 7. Inside, Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Down low. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Green, no luck. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 1. To the middle. Back to Mobley. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
Back to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Evan Mobley with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 11.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
It's good.
You know, execute the turnaround as well as he did there, and there's not much a defense can do about it. Just have to hope the shot's not falling.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Rollins. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Giannis. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Mitchell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland, 7-0.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unstoppable.
Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Larry Nance Jr.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
Pass to Trent. Out to Harris. Portis in the post. just 4 to shoot. And here's Trent outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Cavaliers are making noise. Point guard Darius Garland said the brand of basketball that we play is super exciting, super fun.
Showing up and showing off, Mitchell.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
Stolen by Ball. For 3, Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Bucks call timeout.
It's the Los Angeles Clippers and the Philadelphia 76ers. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
To the middle. Here's Zubac. Good D by Embiid. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected picks.
I like the aggressiveness inside from Edgecombe. Sometimes you have to fight through all those long limbs and find your way.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Now here's Harden to the paint. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. And there's the drive. And he can't jam it through. Here's Harden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Jordan. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Done outside. From deep. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's doing, the triple.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with the 76ers head coach. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Guys?
Allie, thank you so much. Dunn misses. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Here's Edgecombe. In the corner, it's Watford. Embiid wide open. No good from outside. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Harden's shot is good.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
Edgecombe with it. He's picked up by Collins. That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range. And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
And the Clippers making a switch here.
Philadelphia foul. Paul George.
Harden surveying the D. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Harden's got 6.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Up again. And Embiid throws it down.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. Off with the layup. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Maxey outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. There's Lopez with the 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Here's George. From down in the low post, it goes. George has got his second basket of the game.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job. Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. 76ers on top.
17. The Clippers. 16.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. The Clippers last season, inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers, Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Guys?
And looking to protect it. Okay, thank you, Allie. The 76ers leading by 3. Back to Gordon. Launches it. George with the bucket. George has got 8 points.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching, and with Ivica Zubac patrolling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
Clippers trail by 6. Now Bogdanovic. Still scoreless. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
It's George on the wing. Fires from deep. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Brown. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Going inside. And it's Brown missing. Philadelphia leading by 7. George with no one around. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Back to Lopez. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Inside. Here's Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Connects from three-point range.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
An overlooked part of Batum's game. Nick's a great passer for a wing.
It's George on the wing. 16 points for him. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Sends Chris Paul to the free throw line. That one on George. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Pass to Collins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Paul. And it's Gordon missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Embiid punches it down.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Back to Harden. From deep three-point territory. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Leonard chewing him up inside.
Such a strong, more than handle his own down low.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Down low. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. George, that's a two-point. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Harden right side. Ooh, Harden taking flight.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Clippers trailed by 4. Dunn, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, George. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. George has got 23 points.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Collins. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Nice play by Edgecombe. He has the strength and body control to finish.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Back to you.
A tremendous IQ. Wow. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And that one, good.
Defenders know Edgecombe wants to get to the rim, so he puts them on their heels and just stops and pops.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Harden. Harden so good at absorbing contact.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And here's Embiid. He's got 8. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
Here's Harden. Back to Collins. And that one drops for him. And that's now 6 points for John Collins. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Edgecombe, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Maxey. Count that bucket. Maxey's got 4 this quarter.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Collins. The rebound by Watford. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
With the step back. Outside for George. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Right side, Leonard. True on the 14-footer. Leonard's got 11.
Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
Back to Maxey. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. He has 6.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
A pass that long had better be on target. Otherwise, it's impossible to make a play.
Good if it goes. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's George. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got... a story for us, an update. Allie?
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you, Allie. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Pass to Dunn, and stolen by Maxey. Outside, George. Another miss by Philadelphia. Clippers trail by 8. A 3 from Leonard. And Embiid pulls it down. Now Watford. Now Edgecombe. Defended by Batum. In the corner, Harden. Lopez outside. Screen by Leonard. Back to Harden. And Leonard gets it to go.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
Embiid inside the line. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Harden way outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. George way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Takes a step back. And here's Maxey outside. Lopez grabs the board. Inside. Harden. Maxey rips down the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 8. George. The putback. Oh, sticks the putback.
And really, beyond the skills, you see right there the passion Embiid has, displaying that killer instinct.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Maxey. Now Embiid. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that limb to alter shots.
Up top, Christie. Clock at 6. Harden. Harden with the hang time.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see it. That's your point guard getting up.
And George, here we go.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Edgecombe with the steal. Outside George. Off target from outside.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Buries the deep ball.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Count it!
I love seeing George. He's so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence and accomplished score.
And that one drops.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here.
First team foul.
George looking around. Harden pulls it down.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Now Paul. Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Harden. They get a hand on it. Outside, George. Crowley goes for 3. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Durant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And that's good. Kevin Durant for three.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And it's good for two.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Smith. Back to Thompson. Here's Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Durant's got 5 points.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Now here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
So it's Minnesota now, after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. And here's Edwards outside. Kevin Durant pulls it in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Hey, look, sometimes you just got to let the big man work. Şengün doing it in style.
Pulls up on the wing. And another basket for Houston.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Shooting the three with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
Here's Şengün. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Timberwolves making a change here. Timberwolves trail by 4. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done. And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Back to Durant. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to Reed. Outside McDaniels. Back to Reed. And the layup is good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
A slam dunk by Reed.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Thompson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Reed can't hit. Houston with the ball. Here's McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Reed. And that one's good. Reed's got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Here's Reed. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Over Conley. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." PA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up to Minnesota. 9-point game. For 3, Durant. At the arc. KD drains it.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Edwards. Ant-Man getting it done inside.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing...
Oh,
yes! Whoa!
Throw it down!
Oh! That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow. It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Free throw good, Edwards. And the Rockets have had success adding veteran leadership to their young roster, RJ.
And that's a great lesson in roster building. It's always beneficial to have adults in the room, experienced guys who can set positive examples for younger players.
Here's Durant. Another one falls for Houston.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Launches it